Chapter 19, Sunhee. When the officer asked, "Whose scribblings are these?" I'd answered at once. And right at that moment, I hadn't felt afraid. I'd felt proud. Proud that those were my words on the pages he was holding. Now, all the words I'd written for so many months were lost. My thoughts and feelings, they were a part of me, and it was as if that part had burned up in the stove too. There was an empty space inside me where those words had been. Besides, I'd been keeping the diary especially for Uncle. It was going to be sort of a present for him, and now it was gone. Would I fail at everything I tried to do for him? After the soldiers left, no one said anything about what had happened. Omni wrapped my burned hand, and we all went back to bed. But a few moments later, I heard 아버지's quiet voice. "Sunny, I am sorry about your writing." In the dark, I could feel my heartbeat speed up. My diary wasn't exactly a secret. I often wrote in it in the evenings when we were all in the sitting room together. But I'd never shown it to anyone and never realized that 아버지 had noticed me working on it. I felt a pulse of pride in my throat. I swallowed hard and managed to reply, "Thank you, 아버지, but it was nothing, really." "No," he answered. "It was not nothing." He paused a moment, so his next words seemed to fill out the darkness. "But do not forget, Sunhee, they burnt the paper, not the words." I woke the next morning with 아버지's words in my head. I started a new diary that very day. Not even the pain of my blistered fingers could stop me. "You burnt the paper, but not the words. You silenced the words, but not the thoughts. You kill the thoughts only if you kill the man, and you will find that his thoughts rise again in the minds of others, twice as strong as before." 아버지 was right. While I couldn't remember all of the diary entries, I was able to recall many of them, especially the poems. The pages were filled even faster than before, old words and new ones mixed together. I had that Japanese officer to thank for making me more determined than ever to write things down. I realized something else too. I thought about 아버지's promise to teach me Hangul one day. And now I knew exactly when that would be, when the Japanese no longer ruled Korea, when we were our own country again. For that to happen, the Japanese had to lose the war. If they won, they'd be here forever. I thought back to the airdrop of leaflets. How glad I've been to find out that the Americans knew the Koreans and Japanese weren't the same. I remembered hoping the Americans would come fight the Japanese and throw them out of our land. But I hadn't realized until now what it would mean to have them gone. If the Japanese lost the war, Uncle could come home. If they lost, 아버지 could be principal of his own school. We could learn Korean history. We could use our real names again. And 아버지 could teach me the Korean alphabet.